weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious... right out of the gate. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
19, 14.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Second down and 3. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Allen to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. This is taken at the 15. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Falcons at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
This time Wilson will throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now it's Wilson. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Hunt. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 2nd and goal. Allen, that is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Browns. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. That will get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Allen now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And we'll keep an eye on that one moving forward as we wrap up the first month of NFL football.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Allen off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Allen has it left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 14, Wilson will throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. J.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Browns drive about to get started. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Rashawn Gary able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 6 yards left on second down. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the right.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going deep here for Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air, Allen. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down at the 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Kamu Cruz-Hill getting in there and taking him down.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is caught by Watkins. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
and 6 at the 28-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Throw left side, complete. That's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down is Allen. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A CD that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Allen has it left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Wilson will throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes...
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
19. Alert. Alert. 14.
To throw is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, here's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And he whips that one incomplete there.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Wilson. He's got Allen. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. On first down, Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. Here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times? It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen. Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down there by Jakeem Grant. And as far as return men go, there are a few better in the game right now. The Cleveland Browns, they want to see if he can be as big a contributor on offense as he is on special teams, because that 4-3 speed, they have designs on that being utilized all over their offensive scheme.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now Allen again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted ruins, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run again with Hunt.
And he's got it down to the 28.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they